Hey, so welcome back to the channel, and I know I haven't been around for a while, and mostly it's because just life gets in the way. We do a lot of traveling and such like, but I thought it was about time that I started to work on my creek and waterfall and bridge. So where the train comes down and around this corner, back up the other side, then we've got this gully here. So what I'm going to do is to build this into a scene with a nice deep bridge over the gorge, and then some nice scenery coming here to really show the steep side. So what we have here is the plywood runs around here, and originally I was thinking of cutting it, but putting an actual bridge deck in there, but I've decided to keep it and then try to dress the plywood up with some girders. So I'm looking at using this micro engineering girders. Got a little bit of a problem in that with the hill coming down, Sandcut Hill, we need 16.5 feet to have got the grade properly. So actually, as we get to the bridge, it's still slightly on a grade here. So we're going to have a waterfall coming out of that hole there, just there. I'm just going to go down here, and it's going to fall down into the valley. So I put a curved piece around here, and I'm now starting to fill in the slope, which I will then carve later to make this a nice drop off steep hillside, as I said, that we're used to seeing here in the Rockies. So need a lot more trees obviously for this part as well, and I've got to find a way to realistically fill this gap here. So what I'm intending on using is these micro engineering tool steel viaduct towers, or bents as they're known here in North America, and don't know whether to put 2 or 1 in there at the moment. I think 2 would look cool, but actually way too much for the bridge distance that I've got. So anyway, so I'll make one up and see what it looks like, and then yeah, follow this project as we go along. So as we can see now, just started to build up the insulation foam and carving it so that we get some kind of rock type formation. And a long way to go now. You can see as you cut off pieces like here, you can then backfill them up there to get your slope. So again, as you can see, I got a bit of a culvert that's going to go in there as well, and down in the gorge itself, blocked off this end piece now, so I can now continue on with the canyon. So just a bit more in progress, filling in this hillside now. Just put on the valance that goes around the outside. Gotta finish off this side, but it make a nice river valley there. Yeah, so we're gonna let that dry now, and then we'll start to carve the rocks and see how it goes. So I've continued carving the polystyrene, or the insulation foam, sorry, and just put a light coating of hydrocal over the top now, so you can see that we've got a mixture of hydrocal and insulation foam, which I can then carve to suit my purposes. Also started to rough in the riverbed, so the river's going to come down here and flow here. So as you can see, I've also built the trestle, and that's going to sit in the river and also outside the river. And just been doing some testing with a waterfall, and this is just a test, it's not the real thing, but as you can see, waterfall's going to come down, hit a basin down there, and then run off down to the river. So yeah, progress continues. So with the first bit of paint gone on, we can now see that the rocks are starting to look a little bit more like rocks now. So again, just using cheap hobby paints, some browns, some blacks, some greys. We'll go on to move some yellows and blues a bit later on as well, but as we can see, you know, we've gone from rock castings just here all the way to just carved insulation foam. So you don't need to spend an awful lot of money on hydrocal and stuff like that. Just, you know, work away at it and look at nature, and yeah, as you practice with your colors, you can make some pretty good rock-like structures, obviously before the ground cover goes on. But yeah, it's coming on.